Oh, I hate this fucking hack. I just can't wait to clean myself of it completely. Forest of Trauma has something else. There's this blue ball up here. Look what happens when I go into it. Touch it. And when you enter the room, you get this boss here. Except, when it lands, it makes a tremor. Just about every time it lands. When the boss lands, it makes a tremor. Problem is, it does this every time it lands. And it lands every so often. Enough that you can't even react. Enough that you can't even jump. You can't even escape once it lands. And that may happen in a matter of milliseconds. Look, I'm pressing the jump button and nothing happens. Watch this. Oh, it's working. I'm using both fingers to press the Z button, yet nothing happens. So literally, even if that thing hits the ground once while you're on it, it's game over. That's literally the way this whole hack is. It does not want to give you second chances. Lack of power-ups, and this. That's got to be like a common thing with this entire hack. It's complete unwillingness to give you a second chance. If you fuck up, you fuck up. No arguing with that. That's exactly what this is. You die, 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 you die. You can't mess up once. And you're human, so you're bound to mess up. Just imagine. As I already said in the description of episode 4, imagine playing various video games without the health bar. Imagine if it was just one hit is fatal. Just imagine what those games would have turned into. And when you kill the boss, you have to do something else. Oh. Seriously. You can't even be on the ground when that thing lands, because even just one screw-up like that is enough to kill you. You cannot jump off of the ground. That's a pretty big issue. You poter. I'm guessing this is just power-up, so why have the flower not on the same screen as where you enter the level? This is a little nice hub for power-up, so why does the power-up have to be a certain distance to the right? Whenever I see something like a top secret area, usually the power-up is on the same screen, and it's just one screen wide. Hell, they may even have more power-ups, depends. But here, you gotta walk across a screen to get a power-up. Just why? It's not necessary. We're gonna go do F-DOS Quadrigimus. Yeah, we know what the level looks like. Now we actually have to do it. Yeah, the still... So far, this is the only enemy I've seen. I mean, it works very well. I mean, these enemies work like they're supposed to, and they look pretty awesome. The animation is good. And that one's just floating. What the hell? And man, they're pretty hard to dodge, come to think of it. No way I'm gonna dodge all of these. Okay, I definitely recognize that enemy. From Yoshi's Island. I don't know why I haven't seen these things too often. They actually look pretty cool. They remind me... They act exactly like the urchins from... They probably are reskinned urchins from Super Mario World. They probably are urchins. They just look different because the graphics on them are changed. Or maybe they're custom sprites, I don't know. Except they may kick my ass here and now. Come on! Let's go up all the way. And it's pretty slow because there's so many of them. Okay, now they're just crowding up the... No, they're not even letting me get the mushroom. The only power-up that may be in this entire level, and they're not even letting me get it. And And the game is slowing down so much because of how many of those things were on screen. And the game is still running pretty slowly. Okay, you can spin jump up these projectiles. That may help, I think. Rather than taking a hit, you just spin jump. Oh, come on! You're kidding! Oh, great, a boss fight. Man, dodging this is gonna be fun. Look at all the projectiles, there's 4 of them! Okay, I think I know how this one works. Yup. You have to kill those things by dropping blocks on them. First they're green, then they turn yellow, then they turn red, and then they're dead. And I have to do this to all 4 of them. Well, one of them already died. No, get up, get up, get up. One of them's already dead. Glad to see the bosses are... There's a bit more variety in the bosses than a bunch of hacks, because, yeah, as I said before, it is not easy to code your own boss. That's why a bunch of bosses I see are just the same reskinned Thwomp boss, or this reskinned Mouser, or the reskinned insert common boss in Super Mario World ROM hacks here. Yeah, I see a lot of bosses that are very similar to one another, just because of how hard it is to actually code your own boss from scratch. They just use pre-available bosses. Hell, I do that, because I don't even know where to start with ASM. Hell, my bosses are just Big Boo edits and Reznor edits anyway. Well, Reznor edits, I just only recently figured out how to do those. And this should be easy now. There's one of these plants left. Yeah, you get the point. I hope. I'm still pissed off about that boss that he makes all the tremors. Like, every time it lands, you're stuck. This happens infinitely. It's like you could never leave. Portals... Wow. The background on this. The foreground! Except the bosses are gonna be pretty annoying, I can only imagine. Or the enemies are gonna get pretty annoying. I have a feeling the enemies are just gonna screw me over. The enemies might be overpowered. This might be another Marazul. Except I'm hoping it doesn't trigger something that messes up all the graphics. Or if it does, I'll just laugh my ass off and I may not even continue this frickin' hack. This level's pretty easy. It doesn't have power-ups. Not like it needs them, but still. I thought those huge frickin' dragons were gonna do something. No, they're just... They look cool. Not deadly, though. And what's this? A boss, right? Oh. Okay, these guys, I think they drop fire? Or spinies? I don't know. Whoa! Okay, now that's a surprise. Thought the flame was just gonna stay there. Empty block, thanks. I really wanted nothing. I always wanted nothing at all. Now this is easy, there's not any enemies at all. Unless you randomly decide to throw it in for no reason. Now this will take us to the next room. What's in here? Okay, now these things are stronger. They throw bones. It's still doable. In fact, I'd like to get rid of Magikoopa, or the reskin of the Magikoopa. Uh-oh. Now I'm hearing random noises. Okay, that's a Thwimp. Reskin of a Thwimp, of course. Now the game's slowing down again. Oh, I forgot about this Thwomp sprite. I like it. What are these sounds? That sound! Get away from the bone! And yeah, there's still no power-ups. I'm not even surprised if I don't see any power-ups. I already know what to expect. And that I couldn't even react to. Now we're in a dark room. Okay, that thing jumps too. Maybe if I jump low enough, so... I don't even know what it's gonna do. I don't even know what these things are gonna do, so... Yeah. Not like I tried to do this without save states anyway. After I started seeing all the glitched graphics, I truly gave up on that. Cause the hack... I just didn't want to bother. It's too crappy for me to actually bother with doing this without save states. Yeah, after seeing all the shit, I just don't want to do it. At least it looks cool. But that's not, like, the only thing that matters here. Fortaleza Ardente. Doesn't matter if it looks cool, if it doesn't play well, like what you're seeing a bunch of anyway. If it doesn't play well, then it sucks. It still sucks. Even if it looks good, but it doesn't play well, it's still a bad ROM hack. So far, this is exactly the case for this one. It could look nice, but the levels are not the best. The difficulty is just stupid. They're not even giving you power-ups sometimes. Some levels have no power-ups at all. Yeah, the difficulty is literally just this stupid thing. Which is why I didn't want to play this without save states. Because I just didn't want to bother. The ROM hack was too shitty for that. Okay, there's power-ups. I'm surprised, actually. I'm seeing power-ups. They come in groups. He's generous enough to give them in groups. I'm happy for. I'm still thinking about that boss, that dinosaur boss that makes all the tremors. And if you get stuck on the ground even once, you don't even have a chance to fight back. It keeps landing on the ground so much that you don't even get a chance to jump up. Tremor after tremor keeps you stunned on the ground, and there's no hope for escape. Deserto Dinos. Let's just go. With music from Super Mario Bros. 3 Fortress. The NES version of this was so much cooler. Honestly. That midpoint tape. Oh man, how much I miss seeing actual midpoints rather than just save states. Oh, how much I miss the actual midpoint. Damn, you had to remind me of them. Not like you're gonna put one, it's been almost half the frickin' game. Maybe even more than that. Breathe of fire already. And we're going up here to find... Yeah, we kinda did have to go up there, actually. These are some pretty long levels, too! Well, some of them anyway. Some are longer than others, and there seems to be no particular order in terms of length. And I had no idea where I was gonna land. Okay, now I'm really not trying. Sorry if I'm not trying, but this hack is just too shitty to bother. In fact, sometimes I'm able to jump on these Koopas, sometimes I can't. Well, in the third level that happened, or the second if you didn't count the Forest of Trauma, which had no exit for whatever gay reason. So I'm just running across Dino Town, or Dino Desert, not knowing where the frickin' platforms are, just trying to survive, but if I don't know where the platforms are, it's not so easy. Now let's go here and actually go to the next screen with no midpoints, not even power-ups. Just continue playing the level and don't fuck up, because if you do, you redo everything. That's literally the entire issue that I have with this hack. How little room there is for error, as best demonstrated with that dinosaur boss in Forest of Trauma. No wonder that place is traumatic. The dinosaur boss doesn't even give you a chance to fight if you get stuck on the ground with it. No wonder it's called the Forest of Trauma. Except that part where you fight the dino is in the forest, but still, it's freaking traumatic. Now let's go up the vine. I'm gonna finish it anyway, even though... Die now. No. This is the same boss that I was just talking about! I'm using both fingers on the Z key, and I don't jump. This is the exact same boss I was talking about. This is the boss that traps you on the ground. If you mess this up just once, it's game over. He jumps so much that he doesn't even give you time to just jump off the ground. Tremor, you get caught in tremor after tremor until he runs into you and you die. May as well just die right away if you're caught on the ground with him. May as well just explode. Not even having to get stuck on the ground. If you would just explode, at least you wouldn't have to wait to die. And the thing is, I'm actually fighting this boss again! What the fuck?! Now what? Oh good, it ends! It must end! Terra das Balas! I like the music. I don't like the freaking huge bullet bill coming out of a pipe randomly. Let's end this episode here.